Bienvenidos a una nueva entrega de Vamos a lo Seguro. Señores, y hoy estoy súper contenta, me siento más que bendecida de recibir en casita a Steven Rivera, presidente y fundador de ProHealth Connect. Pero no solamente el fundador y la persona que opera esta empresa, sino mi antiguo jefe en la industria de los seguros. Hola, soy Susan Carrasco, bienvenidos. Bienvenido, Steven. Estoy súper contenta de tenerte aquí en casita, de que nos estés visitando por aquí, por la Florida. ¿Cómo estás?
Estoy muy bien. Vine de Nueva York, que estaba frío, pero creo que yo traí un poquito de frío conmigo.
Demasiado nieve en esta época. Estaba mirando las noticias y wow, increíble. O sea, que para ti es una bendición estar aquí. Vamos a conducir esto in both language.
Oh, that'll be great for me. You're saving me.
Oh my God, yes, but I wanted to say that I'm very blessed to know you, to be part of your, I would say your network of people that work before, and most of my knowledge and my experience came from the time that we worked together.
Oh, thank you.
And I always thank you for that, and I'm very, very happy to have you here in house.
I was lucky to have you working with me at both places, both Health First and at Health Plus. It was amazing what we did together.
That's great. So I wanted to say something about Steven. Steven and I worked together in
2005
5
through 2010, and then again in 2011 to 2013.
2013, and we did both. We did under 65 and then over 65. So we've been working together, and our journey together, we grew.
Yes.
We grew a lot. We grew teams. We developed the community in New York City. And now, what brings you here to Florida? Now, what is the purpose of this visit?
So, as you mentioned before, my company, ProHealth Connect. So one of the things that led me to opening up ProHealth Connect was the fact that when we were at Health Plus together, we took a small little plan and we turned it into $1 million company, right? Because we introduced something that nobody knew, right? El OTC, right? So we were the first.
The famous OTC.
Famous OTC.
Wow. Cuánta historia detrás de esa creación del OTC. Teníamos, me acuerdo, la caja, y en la caja poníamos la pasta de dientes, el enjuague bucal, todos los artículos para ir educando a la comunidad acerca de qué eran los productos de over the counter. Wow, increíble.
Mucha gente no sabe, pero nosotros fuimos el primer plan en todo Estados Unidos que salió con un tarjeta de débito.
That's amazing. Oh my God.
First health plan to introduce the OTC card. See, if you remember, at point of enrollment, we were giving out the card.
Yes.
To the members.
Yes. We have so many samples of the card, and we were modeling this big box. It was like a
trade show, like a display.
A huge display with all the products, and we even have to take the product out because they were heavy to be stick on the walls of the the boxes.
We had the toothpaste, the Tylenol, all those great products. Yeah, but it was in 2011 cuando nosotros salimos con el tarjeta de OTC.
Right.
Fue la primera vez que un anciano, un miembro de cualquier plan, fue la primera vez en todo Estados Unidos que alguien tenía una tarjeta que ellos podían ir a un Rite Aid, un CVS para comprar sus artículos. Los productos. So, de ese tiempo me encanté tanto de OTC que ahora estoy en el negocio de OTC.
Wow. Tell me about it. How's it work? How's it operate?
Yeah.
Where we are, on regards to states and on regards to plans and companies.
Yep. So ProHealth Connect, we're contracted to service a company called Solutron. Solutron has all the contracts with all the national health plans. Humana, WellCare, Centene, Molina, United Healthcare, WellCare, Devoted, Clover.
What about Anthem?
Anthem, no, we had it before.
Okay.
But what happened here is that we provide is the independent retailers. So, todos los negocios de la comunidad. So, the Key Foods, the Bravos.
Estamos hablando de supermercados.
Supermercados.
Ooh, great. That's great.
Farmacias, bodegas, delis, convenience stores. Nosotros damos la máquina que ellos pueden recibir las tarjetas de todos estos diferentes
That's
planes.
fantastic. In other words, you guys are like the vendor,
Correct. We're the vendor.
and then you locate all those machines so people could come, like our members come with their car, and that's where the car is
Swipe.
being swiped on.
Yep. So what we did was we created the technology to allow the independents to run on one system. Because like, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, they all have one POS system,
Okay,
which is the cashier, right?
correct.
What we did was that all the independents run on our system. So right now we're in 46 states,
Wow.
including Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Last time we spoke, Puerto Rico was part of the plans, but now,
yeah, it's already
okay.
in, and what's great is we're over 3,800 retailers, 3,800 retailers,
huge.
and by the end of this year, we hope to have 10,000 by the end of this year.
Wow.
And we continue to grow. We grew 40% in our growth, and in the amount of transactions. So right now, this month we're looking at close to $18 million in OTC grocery spend
Wow.
going through our locations.
That's amazing. That's
yeah.
amazing. And that's a blessing also because the more location is more benefit to our members because they have more places to go to buy and acquire their products.
Y más la comunidad.
Claro.
Estos son, estos son negocios que es de la comunidad, que son chiquitos y ellos están ganando dinero que ellos no estaban ganando
Por
antes.
supuesto, por supuesto. Y una pregunta, ¿cómo promueven ustedes de que en ese lugar pequeño están aceptando, por ejemplo, esas tarjetas?
Yeah. So we've relied on the health plans to do that.
Okay.
For the last 2 years. It's gone well, but I think now we've focused on doing our own promotions. So this year we're going to be launching our own marketing. We're going to, in Florida, we're going to focus on Sabor Tropical.
Sabor tropical.
Ellos van a ser
Los
la primera.
supermercados sabor tropical.
So nosotros vamos a hacer un mailing a todos all the seniors in their zip codes.
Okay, excelente. Eso está
Yeah.
fantástico.
Y no, it doesn't matter if they have insurance or not. All seniors are receiving a postcard from us.
Excelente.
Pero what we're hoping is that we could have your agency,
Help
right?
One.
Help One, have brokers on site so that you could enroll those seniors that may not have the insurance.
Excellent. So in Florida, so we have Humana, Devoted. What about Aetna? Is part of the network as well, or not yet?
No, so there is a competition, right?
Okay.
There's 3 companies that have different.
I see.
And the first one is the one that you and I know, Income.
Okay.
They're the ones that we gave the first contract to back in 2010. So they're our biggest competitor, and then there's one smaller competitor that does have Aetna, and they have Aetna and they have Blue Cross.
I see. So to be on the safe side, we have Devoted,
Yes.
United Healthcare, we have Humana,
Humana, WellCare,
WellCare, Molina. We have who else? WellCare is part of Centene. Okay, so we have enough companies.
Yeah.
And I believe
I don't know if Clover. I think isn't Clover here in Florida?
Clover is not here in Miami. No,
Oh, no.
it's not in Florida. But we have, out of those plans, we are saying that 4 of them are 5-star rating, meaning that it's a lot of opportunity for us as brokers and for our beneficiaries to receive the benefits in the OTC locations.
And what you have to know is because we are a young company, every year we bring on more contracts. So what's happening is we're already in discussions for 2025 to bring on other contracts. So we're growing.
Amazing. Y podríamos nosotros decir que como brokers independientes parte de Health One, ¿cómo podemos nosotros acercarnos a estos lugares que tienen ya la máquina o que ofrecen el beneficio para nosotros poder tener presencia y estar ahí para ayudar a aquellas personas que...
That's why I'm here in Florida. So ahora mismo we have 250 retailers in Florida.
Okay.
250 retailers that are not doing any marketing, promotion. Nothing. And we feel that partnering up with your agency would be the right move because you know Florida, you know Miami-Dade. And there's, right now, Miami-Dade is probably the biggest area we want to focus on.
Okay.
Because of the membership and because of the clientele that we have. As you mentioned, we have all the right health insurance companies. This is probably a really good niche to be able to work with our retailers. Our retailers are very happy because they've never had the machine before. So now they're making money, but we want to help push more clients to them.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So you hear that. If you're an agent and you would like to have a location, te gustaría tener un supermercado donde poner tu mesa, donde poder servirle a tu comunidad a través de esta partnership que nosotros vamos a hacer, vamos a poder conseguir esos lugares y no solamente eso, que no vas a tener que pagar por una mensualidad para estar ahí, porque esto va a ser parte del beneficio y parte de las cosas que nosotros le vamos a traer a nuestra comunidad y parte de los beneficios que nosotros como entidades vamos a poder ofrecerte a ti que eres broker, que quieres estar en la comunidad, pero que no quieres tener que pagar por un permiso para que te dejen poner una mesa o un display en uno de esos lugares. También hay farmacias que ustedes son parte del network.
We have pharmacies as well. So here's the other thing. We're going to hire 2 people that are going to work strictly in Florida to onboard locations, right? To recruit more retailers and also to be able to help troubleshoot. You know, I think it's very important because a lot of the supermarkets, a lot of the delis, the bodegas, right? They're not used to the OTC grocery benefits, or it takes them a little bit longer to understand it. So we're going to hire 2 people here so that they could outreach, work with them, answer questions, but be there in person because they like to have that one-on-one opportunity. But I'm actually going to throw something out to all the brokers.
Okay.
We want as many locations as possible. We give out the terminal for free. Es gratis.
Okay.
We don't charge them to have the machine. It's free. Okay.
So when you say that you give out the machine for free to the location.
To the location.
Okay.
Yeah, it's free. We want them in our network.
Okay.
We want them to be able to.
¿Cuál es la propuesta?
So 2 things we're going to throw out there for the brokers. 1, we're going to create a commission base for brokers who bring me on locations. Right? And then 2, we want to give you the locations to be able to market on site.
That's amazing. Yeah. Yo pienso que esa es una oportunidad fantástica para los agentes. Y si usted está trabajando actualmente en un lugar y no tienen la tarjeta, esta es la oportunidad de que a través de nosotros podemos conectarlos con ustedes para que ya ellos se conviertan en parte del network y reciban la máquina y puedan recibir y puedan aumentar sus ventas porque eso va a traer beneficiarios que van a recibir sus artículos de over the counter en su location.
And we're going to pay a very nice commission for the referral.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. That's great. Great news starting 2024.
Listen, I always, coming from the sales world, it's always about earnings and numbers for sure, and how to grow your economic wallet, right? So I don't ask for anything for free. I know that they'll win, I win if we work together.
Of course. That's great, definitely. Is there something that you wanted to tell the brokers in regards to how can they maximize this benefit, like one tip or something that you wanted to share with them?
Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity. I've been to many locations here in Florida, and unlike in New York, working out of the pharmacies and supermarkets is where a lot of the enrollments happen in New York. And, we call it guerrilla marketing in New York because they're everywhere, right?
See?
There's brokers, there's captive agents, they're everywhere. RVs, tables, de todo, right?
Right.
I think what we're proposing here is that we're willing to give you the on-site locations, right? Start creating guerrilla marketing here in Florida and capturing these seniors. Because I think there's a lot of seniors that still haven't enrolled,
Right.
and we got to enroll them.
Right, that's great, and that's a great opportunity. And that reminds me, eso me recuerda cuando empezamos. ¿Te acuerdas cuando tú me dijiste, vámonos para Health Plus y vamos a empezar y vamos a barrer las calles de Nueva York y vamos a empezar este baby que es bien conocido con otro producto, pero vamos a hacerlo grande y a desarrollarlo?
We did it with 35 agents. And we brought in 14,000 enrollments in 1 year. So, yeah.
Eso fue increíble, o sea, eso es parte de nuestra historia, parte de nuestro crecimiento, del cual estoy totalmente, yo diría que orgullosa y agradecida contigo porque me diste esa oportunidad y que creíste en mí de que formáramos ese equipo. Y bueno, yo sé que ahora...
I never forget that, Susan. I was like, go find me the best reps. And Galo, you brought him back from Ecuador, was it?
Galo estaba en Ecuador viviendo y yo lo llamo, Galo, venga, que tengo una oportunidad de oro para usted. Y no pasaron 2 semanas, Galo creyó en mí, señores, y cogió un vuelo y se vino a vivir para Nueva York de nuevo por unos años.
We had a number. It was 35 reps, but it was to pick the best 35
The
reps.
best, y vamos a pagarle lo que sea, vamos a traerlo para acá porque queremos estos números, esa era la meta. Y así mismo yo sé que tú tienes tu meta clara, yo sé que tienes tu plan ya diseñado a recorrer para lograr esa meta y estamos aquí, hemos trabajado juntos en el pasado, yo sé que lo podemos lograr. Yo sé que es un beneficio no solamente para ti, sino para nosotros en el punto como broker, que vamos a tener lugar donde poder exponer nuestras mesas, donde poder trabajar. Y no solamente para nosotros, sino para aquellos beneficiarios que tienen la tarjeta, lugares cerca de su comunidad, de su neighborhood, donde recibir los beneficios.
You asked me, I don't think I answered the question correctly.
Okay.
You asked me what advice can I give the brokers. The best advice I could give you is, and you know me, Susan, for this, I always look at what happens over the next couple of years in the industry. Right now, because the grocery benefit it's not new.
No es
It's not new.
No.
But it's now finally catching attention. So the grocery program went live in 2019. Not every health plan took it on.
No.
Now it's the #1 benefit. Even though we say it's OTC and grocery, and the amount that they put on the card, it's now shifting. They're not spending it on OTC.
Right, that's correct.
It's spending it on the grocery. So the advice that I'm gonna give to all brokers, you gotta get into the supermarkets. Because there's one thing I could tell you about supermarkets. We've always marketed, think about it, when in New York, we always had a game plan, right? The beginning of the month was where? It was a supermarket.
Supermarkets, because the seniors get paid, and they get paid between the 1st and the 3rd day of the month, and we need to be either in the banks where because a lot of seniors, they went to cash their checks. So the first week, always supermarkets and banks.
Banks, exactly. What I'm gonna tell you,
that will not change.
Supermarkets, now that they're involved, it's gonna be the #1 location for marketing. Why? On average, the senior walks into the supermarket 5 times a month. 5 times a month.
Wow.
So that means that if the broker establishes a relationship, they don't have to be there 5 times a month. But if they broker the relationship, that supermarket is going to be able to refer. And it's consistency, right?
Of course, that's the key, the consistency.
So if they take that supermarket, make it consistent, show up at least twice a month, they're gonna enroll a lot of people, because you gotta remember this other thing. Everybody walks into the supermarket.
Right.
Everybody. You, I,
everybody.
And guess what happens? Someone at some point, may not be today, may not be tomorrow, may not be next month, but somebody's gonna be turning 65.
And they will remember where they saw you.
Exactly.
With your table, with your setup, and they will come back and they say,
everybody
I know this guy.
Ages,
yes.
At all ages, they walk into the supermarket. Supermarket is key, right? It's actually more important than even going to the doctor. right?
That's true.
It's the truth, because you need to eat. You need to buy stuff to clean your clothes, right? So your supermarket is a guarantee one-stop
Place,
shop, right?
yes, definitely.
You're always going to be there. So what you have to remember, everyone is turning 65 at some point.
That's a key location.
So if you...
It's a great opportunity.
yeah.
It's a great
So
location.
if you take that supermarket and make it yours,
Right.
make it
And
yours.
you work it through the year,
Yeah.
now waiting for AEP to come,
Exactly.
because you're gonna build rapport, you're gonna build trust, you're gonna be promoting yourself in that community, and people will look for you. Maybe they don't have a special election right now, but when AEP comes around October, they will remember that they see you every week on that location, and they will come and look for you for your advice, for your help, for your assistance, and then that's when you get in their enrollment.
That's why our campaign for ProHealth Connect in all of our supermarkets is going to be a campaign of, are you turning 65? Ask us about free groceries.
Actually, there's 10,000 people turning 65 every single day in the United States.
Exactly.
We are in the state of the nation with the highest percentage of people turning 65. Maybe they don't live in Florida, but they could be here as a snowbird. They come, they
Exactly.
have a house that during winter time they are here, and they come here and they will go to the supermarkets and they will go to those places where the machines needed to be positioned
Yep.
at. And that's where you're gonna be meeting those people. And we offer all kind of plans, PPOs, HMOs, EPOs, MedSup, so we could assist people even if they don't live here in the state, and maybe in any of the states that you guys are located.
So brokers, you have 3 years. 3 years before it plateaus.
Right.
Meaning that it's gonna be normal again.
Correct.
3 years where if you take on this methodology that I'm, telling you about, focusing on the supermarkets, this is the next big thing, okay? Everybody before was OTC. Now it's gonna be how much can I get with my groceries?
And that's the question that we've been asked as agents. How much is this plan giving for me to go shopping on the supermarket?
That's where in the health plans, if you think that you saw some benefits at $250 or $300, you have to see where the health plans are going with this benefit. It's going even higher. We have some plans at $350, $400 in New York monthly. Okay?
That's great.
It's trust me when I tell you this is where it's going. This is where the brokers need to be. But you got to grab it now. Think about what we did at Health Plus. What made us successful?
The consistency and the perseverance. We need to be there, no matter what.
And think about the locations. We used to put reps, and no other health plan was able to go in there. That's what brokers have to do with the supermarkets. Catch them now.
Right.
Before it's too late.
I know. That's the key, and
Some
that's
babies.
the key to success.
You got to take them.
Yeah.
Supermarkets are babies right now.
Right.
So cradle them.
And we have the opportunity.
Yes.
Don't leave it for other time. If you need to get those opportunities, just come to us, contact us, and we will help you to get set up in there and benefit from all those great benefits that are available for every single broker in the community. So I want to thank you. Gracias por estar aquí, por compartir este tiempo y toda esta información súper valiosa con nuestra comunidad.
Thank you for having me.
Espero que esa visita se continúe pasando, que tú continúes viniendo aquí a la Florida, que podamos hacer más cosas, no solamente aquí en la Florida, sino en todos los estados donde ustedes se están desarrollando. ¿Cuál otro estado es grande antes de que cerremos?
So there's 10 major states.
Correcto. ¿Cuáles son esos?
I'm not going to give it to you in order. I'll tell you this, though. New York is number 10 on the list.
Oh, wow. ¿De verdad?
New York is number 10.
¿Número uno?
Number 1 is Texas.
Texas. Okay.
Florida. Ohio. Arizona. California. Virginia. South Carolina is actually becoming really popular.
Okay.
It's almost becoming the next Florida. A lot of people are retiring to South Carolina.
Wow.
Because of taxes, cost of living, and it's a little bit warmer, right?
Claro.
and then Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
So if you are an agent, if you are located in one of those states, you want the opportunity to be setting up your table and marketing to seniors and to people that are enrolling in Medicare Advantage plans. You want to be there, you want to contact us, you could get contracted, you could get those locations for free so you could work and grow your book of business.
But Susan, just so everybody knows, I'm still young. I've been in healthcare for 29 years, but I'm only 30.
I know. We don't grow old,
We don't get
Steven.
old, no.
Gracias y que Dios te bendiga y vamos para adelante, vamos a seguir creciendo con este proyecto y nos vemos en una próxima entrega.
Thank you so much.
Bendiciones.
Thank you.